The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Miami. Hey, easy, 63, bad.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. And that went to the right side and incomplete. The Eagles at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Aiden Hutchinson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Hurts. That is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Eagle defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
To the right side and intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Great, set. Delta.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Takes it to about the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Down the left sideline. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Aleem McNeil able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. To try again after the sack. Hurts under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Moore, the man in motion. Back to throw now on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Moore, the motion man. They'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They're certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll drop to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Powering forward. That is caught by Laporta. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And it'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, and that is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That gain on third down, good for 28. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll look to throw again. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Hurts completing this one quickly. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jahan Dotson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he...
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Gibbs, touchdown, Houston. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10,
right at the 30. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
Barkley inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurts.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw. It's Williams on the catch. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
David Montgomery, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Trying to run it in with Montgomery.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking here for Smith downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Let's go now.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now he'll escape to his right. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, so barring a first down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage, right? Use your timeouts. And your offense always practices going downfield without timeouts. You know, those 2-minute drills, most of them are run in practice without the benefit of timeouts and want to make it as tough a situation as possible. They're in it right now.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he takes this one back in.
Shook my, now I'm gonna give y'all another hit.